Welcome to the Spankey Guitar YouTube channel, folks, and today I'm just going to be building a little shelf. Well, not little, but repurposing an old futon. The household had decided that we don't need the futon anymore, and rather than throwing it in the garbage or giving it away, I guess we could have done at the same time, I'm just going to chop it up. I went and bought a saw and try and make a shelf. Since I don't have too much space inside the home, I'm gonna make a shelf here and here. So I have two of these guitar racks, and I want to be able to place the second one on top. And so this is what it looks like so far. And just starting, and I'll check back in when it's all done. And there we have it, folks. Almost done. It's not the prettiest thing you ever seen, but it'll serve good for my purposes. So we'll have the Epiphone rack on the bottom, and then I'll have the Gibson rack on top. And I was able to keep the design of the down at the bottom. So that's kind of a neat little touch, I suppose. I don't really like this part here. It sticks out a little too much because I don't have much room, like I said earlier. But I think it adds a nice little touch. So I'll sign back in once I got both racks set up in my studio. Futon refurbishment. So I finally got the guitar rack, homemade guitar rack done. I'll show that here in a second. I didn't sand it or varnish it or anything. It's already it's just mostly myself here in the studio. So but before we get to that, I had a half stack before a number of years ago, and that half stack was a Crate Blue Voodoo 120 watt amp, and it had a cab, a 120 watt head, tube head. Sounded very good, and it had a 4x12 cab, and I ended up selling it, and that, that was my half stack, and I always wanted a full stack to someday to go have a full stack as well. So yeah, but I ended up getting a full stack, and there it is. But that's not quite what I had in mind for a full stack amp. But it is what it is. Good for the ears. Okay, so anyhow, let's take a quick look at the rack. So there's the rack. I have the Epiphones on the bottom. Epiphone, 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 Epiphone. Oh, there's one outsider in there. Standard, custom, gold top. So the rack turned out okay. Good enough for my purposes. And then I keep the Gibbies on top. The Gibsons, look at the flame on the 50s Heritage Cherry. Standard. Classic. Standard. Studio. Tribute. Bourbon Burst Studio, Tobacco Burst, Gold Top, Classic, Standard. So I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, just to be able to have a good selection whenever I want it, whenever I want to have a little jam session. And there's the cases for it. I'm actually running out of spaces. I need more case room, or racks for my cases as well. I just have a small home studio here, folks, but this is Served me well so far. And so, in celebration of the new, oh yeah, check this out here. Down here you got a kick plate, so you don't accidentally kick the guitars. Not too shabby for a repurposed futon. Earlier I said refurbished, but it's repurposed futon guitar rack. So I'll set up the mics, set up the laptop, and we'll have a quick little jam for celebratory. I don't know why I built this thing on the hottest day of the summer, folks. I think it's 35 degrees Celsius here up in Canada, but you know, better late than never. Okay, folks, so here is the Epiphone / Snakepit 15G signature amp. It's just a 15 watt amp, no tubes in this guy, but very simple. So let's go through the control knobs here. Has two channels, channel 1, channel 2, so overdrive and clean. And it has these chicken head knobs, volume knobs, gain, and another volume knob for channel 2, looks like. Bass, middle, and treble. It also has an aux in for your you can plug in your phone and listen to some backing tracks, MP3, whatever, and your headphones and your power switch. And in the back, there's not much in the back, just the outlet for your power supply. And this has an 8-inch speaker. And so yeah, we'll mic it up here in a second, and we'll pair it with this gorgeous Les Paul Studio with a AA flame. Can't really see the flame because my shadow was in the way, but I ended up taking the pick guard off just so just to showcase the flame on this guitar. I'm normally a pick guard on always, but this is my first time taking one off, so we'll leave that off for a little while. So there's the gorgeous gorgeous rosewood fingerboard, fretboard. I'm trying not to get my shadow in the way. I've already featured this guitar, ladies and gentlemen, so if you want to check out my video for this Les Paul Studio, I have it uploaded on a separate segment. So let's get to it.